What's up, everybody? It's Jack and Dan. What are we doing today, dude?
Doing some sprints.
Doing some sprints, baby. All right, so when Jack was very little, I was not really into running very much. I was not a huge into running. I like doing some things like that, and primarily like swimming and things. But when Jack was very little, he really enjoyed running, and we used to take him, me and Randy used to take him out in the jogging stroller, and even before he was 2 years old, he would get out in front of the stroller and run. We could barely even keep up with him. He probably doesn't remember most of that because he's just been running all of his life. He's a natural born runner. So here's the thing, he kind of got me back into running again. One of the things we like to do once in a while is sprints. Now, we do not recommend doing this to anyone. Unless you are an absolute athlete. These are very, very difficult. It's a very high level intensity interval training. We did do a video on interval training with incline before, showing how to get to your target heart rate, and also talked about holding on like this and leaning back with the incline up. And if you haven't seen that video, we will post it in the description. It's very good. It talks a little bit about holding on to the bars and how to get your target heart rate by using the incline and not really increasing the speed. But this video is very different today, isn't it, buddy?
Yes.
This one is about speed and really high intensity interval training. We're going to show you a little pyramid that we do. We kind of start working on the treadmill, and then for 30 seconds we kind of straddle the bars. Show them how you do it. Just put your feet on the sides there. Yep. Basically you just straddle it like that for 30 seconds. Let me see if I can get down here. And then for 30 seconds you run. And what we do is every 30 seconds we increase it by a half of a mile per hour. So we start off at, like, say 2 or 3 miles per hour, and every minute we increase it. 30 seconds rest, 30 seconds on. This is in a super intense exercise. These treadmills, I think, go up to what, 15 miles an hour or 13 miles an hour?
I think they go up to 20.
I don't think these go up to 20, dude.
Something like that.
Usain Bolt can only run at 27. He's the fastest guy on the planet.
I don't know.
There's a few people that might be able to do that. But anyway, we're going to test it out today. We're going to go as fast as we can. We're going to pyramid all the way up, and then we're going to pyramid all the way back down. We're going to try it.
I've done it before, but only for like 2 seconds.
All right, we'll see how it goes. Basically, we're warming up. We're going to walk kind of for about 5 or 10 minutes because it is very cold outside. We're going to make sure we're warmed up. We already kind of stretched out at home in front of the fire like we usually do. What we're going to do is once we get to about 10 minutes here, we're going to slowly increase this miles per hour. You can see it's at 2.5. We're going to go up a half of a mile per hour every minute, and then we're going to run. Well, basically we'll start out walking until we get to running for 30 seconds, and then we'll straddle the treadmill and take a break for 30 seconds. This is an interval training type of situation, and again, we do not recommend this to really anyone unless you are in incredibly healthy shape, but you can do a variation of this kind of thing. So basically you just wouldn't want to go so high. We're going to take it up like all the way, as fast as we could possibly go. But again, if you're not really well trained at this kind of high intensity and your heart is not in very good physical condition and very strong, you really just would want to go slower, right?
It's called cardiovascular endurance.
Yeah, endurance, buddy. VO2 max. So, we'll see how high we can take it, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so at 10:30, I straddle the treadmill like that, and turn it up to 4, take a little break. At 11, I'm going to start kind of doing a slight jog here. We're going to do this every minute. Straddle the treadmill for 30 seconds, and then run for 30 seconds. And yes, I do have the Vibram on. So basically, guys, I'm doing this in bare feet. All right, so we're working our way up through the workout here. We're up to 6. Jack's doing his running there. He's running while I'm taking my break, and I'm taking my break while he's running. So it's cool if you got a little partner you can do this with next to you, and you can go back and forth, right, buddy?
Yeah.
It's awesome. Okay, we ain't messing around now. Getting up there at 7.5. How's it feeling, buddy?
Fine.
Getting tough, huh?
Yeah.
All right. 30 seconds. Okay, when you're going from walking, from straddling, you want to make sure that you hold the sides so that you can, you don't want the treadmill to throw you back. So we're up to about 7 to 8 now. We're starting to really get some good speed. We're going to take it up as high as we can. We'll see how far we can go. Getting there now. How's that feeling, kiddo? Look at the stride on this kid. Kind of hard to
Doing good, doing good. Make sure you're using everything. Swinging your arms, move those legs, get a big stride. When we reach a point where we can't do the whole 30 seconds, that's when we know we've reached the top of the mountain. We're gonna start coming back down. Extra 11 and a half. That's tough now, huh? We're gonna start going back down. I'm gonna try 12 though. Here you go, buddy. See if I can do a few seconds anyway. Oh man, that's hard. So we're coming back down now. We're 11. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Nice job, buddy. Keep it going. We're gonna go all the way back down now. Alright. Just gonna show you what this looks like. Coming back down still. We're at 8 miles an hour. We're probably gonna stay there and just do a few more of these. Maybe 5 or 10 more. And again, your calorie count's not really going to be accurate. You don't have to worry about that. Again, we don't do this for calories, right? We do it for our hearts.
Yeah.
So that's the important part. Is you want to get that heart rate up. We're going to check our heart rate here in a minute. We're down to 7.5, and Jack's doing 7.5, and we're crushing it. We're just going to keep doing these for about another 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, and so we can get a good 45 or 50 minutes in. The theory behind this, guys, is that you're spiking the heart rate up higher than you would if you
Just did that straight exercise. You're going in waves. And in between the rest cycles, you're really not coming down very low. You're kind of because you're going right back up. This is an awesome thing.
Okay, so even when we're coming down there, you can see I had to let go of the things, but the heart rate is still 130, 140, even coming down off our pyramid.
And I'll put a link in the description about high intensity interval training. If you've never done anything like this, it's kind of good. It really gets rid of the boredom
We're working out, and
just get you up and down a lot more intensely. Again, this is not something you want to do if you're not used to it. You want to build your way up gradually, maybe go up to 5 or 6, see how it goes, and then so on and so forth. We're going to keep going here.
45 minutes of sprints like that, 5 miles. Again, we really only actually ran half of that, but at a much more intense rate, had our heart rate up a lot higher. Again, the calories we're not concerned about. It's difficult to assess. We could say it was half that, but it was probably more. But again, we're not concerned about that. American Heart Association says do 150 minutes. We do 50 minutes 3 times a week. Very, very, very important to get that heart strong. We're going to keep going and kind of cool down. We're going to see what our heart rates are doing here. Now just doing his walking. 154. Cooling off. Now the reason this time is not saying we're going by my timer. He bumped his cord thing. We've all been there. That stinks, doesn't it, buddy?
Yeah.
So he had to kind of start it over, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Just went by my time anyway. But yeah, he's still got a decent heart rate going. You should have seen it. It's difficult to record while we're doing sprints because we're on and off.
Yeah, because it's like.
But we get up there close to 200. Very, 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 very awesome workout. We're just going to keep rocking here until we hit about 50, 55 minutes. Here's Jack. He's got his incline up all the way. I'm about ready to call it quits and cool down. And he's like, let's turn the incline up and go longer. Way to go, buddy.
All right, we're all done here. We've done almost an hour on here. Warmed up, did some high intensity interval training, and then cooled back off. Almost an hour of workout. Actually, by the time we're done with this, it will be. Again, don't try anything like this until you've worked your way up to it. This is high intensity interval training. I will put some links in the description from American Heart Association and some other organizations about doing this sort of thing. This is a really good thing to do with a partner. Got a great partner like me. He can, you can go back and forth just like when we do our jump rope thing. And if you haven't seen our jump rope video, we'll attach that in the description as well. It's just a great thing to do with a buddy or a workout partner to incentivize each other and motivate each other and go back and forth, and it goes really fast. This seemed to pass in a few minutes. So it's really cool. But again, you're getting those spikes in heart rate that you're not going to get just doing that straight cardiovascular exercise. It really makes your heart that much stronger. This is one of the reasons why we have such low resting heart rates and such low blood pressure. It's not really the longevity of the workout It's the intensity of the workout. That's what matters the most. So check these links out in the description. We'll see you next time, guys. Make sure that you subscribe for future videos. What else they want to do, dude?
Hit the bell for notifications.
It's time for breakfast, huh?
Yeah.
See you next time.
You got it. Yeah, nice job. Pull it up, man. Pull it up. It's tough, huh?